What's Mission Prep? Tell me what that's all about.
Dumb lost it. Thank you for joining us. It's over. Edit this out. We're done.
This is Jake.
That was kind of loud.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we hung out with our kids. I think Father's Day is just like, it's just any other day. You shouldn't have to make it a day to hang out with your kids or not to. Some people are like, oh, it's my day off, I don't want to see them. I'm like, no, it's any other day. Be with your kids, be with your family. Don't try to celebrate yourself because you're still an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I hear you.
Yeah, we
Yep. We didn't do any. I guess we went to eat. Yeah, I think there's a pretty good delay.
Yeah. There was a little bit there. I wonder, that might be on our end.
Could be.
I don't know. So, anyways, yeah, we both went hiking yesterday with our kids. It was funny because we were in the same area, but we weren't together. We were gonna meet up, but we got up there first, and Kevin was coming up there to meet us, and he's driving down this road, and the car we drove up there, it's like a Chevy Traverse, little SUV, and Kevin's driving down this road. He's like, fuck, I don't think Jake would have driven their car in here. And he stopped like, how long before you got to where we were?
Like 0.4 miles.
But he was almost there, and then he said, fuck it, and turned around and went to a different trail.
Nice. Yeah, we didn't do much of anything. We went out to eat to a new restaurant, and it, like you said, man, it's just another day for us. That's pretty much what we do on the weekends anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're already present,
I was going to take her fishing, but we didn't go fishing.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Actually, so since we are recording.
Yeah. And then we announced.
I was going to say, since we're recording, I'm going to let the listeners know that there's a delay here. So we're not being assholes and cutting each other off if it sounds like we are.
Yeah. So yeah, we it's a good, like you said, yeah, it's if you're present in your kid's life, I mean, it is just another day. So but that's what we did. So
yeah.
No, we like the whole atmosphere. It was weird how you can, when we met John, just his I would say mental attitude kind of encompassed Mountain Primal in general and the people we've talked to around them since. Like, you right now, or even Bert and guys like that. It's like this, it's this collective of people who value being good dudes, their being family oriented and hard work in general, and it was obvious right off the bat the kind of guys you guys are. And that's like, yeah, that's how we are. Like, we don't ranch when we used to when we were like teenagers and stuff, but that's what we like, and that's what we respect, versus people who are working in an office all day. I think some people are happy with that. I think that sucks, but so yeah, we truly appreciate you guys' mentality to life,
Yeah, no, and for us, I think that's why we work with like a lot of the brands and a lot of the people we partner with and hang out with, and all these guys, because it is kind of the common thread that runs through us all is very family oriented. We don't take the easy way, and it's more it's hard work, but it's not the traditional work. Like you said, the office, I think every one of us, I'm probably the biggest nerd on the ranch because I'm the marketing guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if I was stuck in an office all day, I don't, it's a good mixture for me. And for John, same thing for everybody out there. But yeah, it's family, hard work. It's just the common thread that runs through all of the guys that we end up partnering with and that we work with. And then especially at the ranch, it is just one big family.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. And a lot of people, I wish a lot of people could have that because they don't realize what they're missing out on, if not taking part in something like that. I don't know. I've been there. I still kind of have that, and it's valuable,
How did you get that's kind of what I want to know. How'd you get involved with Mountain Primal? How did that come about? Like, what's your backstory? How'd you get into marketing and all that good stuff?
I so it's kind of a longer story, but just kind of I started with Mountain Primal as a contractor. So I guess I'll kind of go back. I moved from I was in sales. I worked in sales for an insurance company for right out of college. I graduated from University of Texas, and I was a sales director for an insurance company. Right, it was a sister company that I had worked with in college, and was there for like about 4.5 years. And something, a lot of people know about, maybe you guys probably don't, is I used to do stand-up comedy. I moved to New York City to do stand-up comedy. And it was pretty crazy. I kind of got really burned out. Like we were talking about the office job, I just got so burned out on the normal, the get married, get a picket fence, all of that stuff, and work for in sales. So I kind of got tired of that. And the one thing that kind of always bled through, like I've always been kind of funny, and I'm just super outgoing and laugh a lot. And so it's like, and everybody, my whole life I've wanted to do stand-up comedy. So I moved to New York and just picked it up, and it was really cool. I worked for a tech company when I was up there for a little bit, but I was mainly just trying to get the comedy thing going. And while up there, and it was rolling really good, but I'm really not a New York kind of guy. But I made it work for a while I was there. And again, kind of I totally shifted my life over into like my passion. I kind of had a Rage Against the Machine, like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me kind of moment, and just decided to just take it by the horns. And I was going to do, for the rest of my life, I've decided I want to do what I'm actually passionate about, what I actually care about, instead of just kind of doing the humdrum, make money, rinse and repeat. So I actually moved from New York out to Steamboat, and I went to ski and Colorado Mountain College for ski and snowboard, because that's another passion is skiing, and ski and snowboard marketing, and skied my face off and lived out there. And it's just literally just doing what I wanted to do. But I mean, I'm a hard worker too, so I had like 3 different jobs while I was there. And and I was going to school, but at the same time I was just doing, learning the marketing side of everything. I was selling, working with different brands and ski companies. And then I got a call to go back to New York while in Steamboat after the season. So I had to kind of make a decision to go back to New York to help run. I'm also a digital marketing geek. So also to run a development firm in New York City. So moved back to New York, ran this development firm, web development firm and marketing firm for a while, for a long time. And we did really well. And then I met my wife, and we both kind of, was there for about another 1.5 years, and I decided I wanted to get back to Colorado. So we moved back to Colorado. In between there, I also went back to school at NYU and got my digital marketing certification from New York University. And so it was a total shift from sales and getting into marketing. And when I got back to Colorado, to get us caught up to now, when I got back to Colorado, I could not shake the whole sales off of my resume. Everybody saw me as a sales guy. But so I started my own marketing firm, Ginger Up Marketing. And I had all these connections through skiing and breweries and comedy and all this stuff. So I just picked up a bunch of clients pretty, not easily, but just here and there. And so I was kind of doing marketing for brands that I really loved, like Liberty Skis and Weston Snowboards at Comedy Works here in Denver. And these like lifestyle brands that I really enjoyed, and that I had a passion for, because I can't market something I don't care about. I can't do it. And so to catch up to here, Mountain Primal ended up, I had a good friend who was the former CMO that I'd worked with before, and I was a contractor for Mountain Primal for, I did videography work and some basic marketing for them. And then I came on, and then the relationship developed, and I really got into what Mountain Primal and John, and I just love the culture. I love, just the whole thing. My meat runs in my family too. My dad is a butcher for 40 something years. And so it just kind of clicked with me. And then I came on to do more email marketing. And then that turned into a full-time position. They asked me to come on, and I wanted to come on. So I kind of slowly, I let my other clients go, and I came on full-time with Mountain Primal, and I've been there ever since for the last, coming up on 3 years. And now I'm the director of marketing. So I've just kind of worked my way up, and, work really well with John. And that's kind of the short of it. It could be way longer, but I'll keep it short. But that's kind of where I came from. So, but it's just, I really did. I just fell in love with Mountain Primal and everything about it, the meat side of it, the culture, the brand building, and it's just, I love it. I can honestly say I have my dream job.
Yeah, that's like Kevin was saying, everybody we've dealt with Mountain Primal, starting with John, have been like nothing but pleasant experiences, including John, you, Darren, everybody I've talked to. Everybody's been fucking awesome. And then, like Kevin said, the people that are involved with you guys, like Bert and like Buster and the whole Bison Union, those guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a culture and a lifestyle which we both used to be kind of part of in the cattle ranching world, that I admire. And I think a lot of people admire that lifestyle and culture, even if they've never done it, because there is something to the hard work, the family lifestyle. And so you want to be, I could see why you'd want to be involved with that company. I would want to be involved with that company, because they seem like good people. And also like the way you guys do,
Yeah.
the way you guys do business. I think we said this to John. It's really cool, because you don't see many cattle ranchers with a really cool Instagram page. There's a few, like Buster is one, but most cattle ranchers, you don't even know they exist. And what you guys are doing with the social media and with the really good pictures and with the way you guys market, going on podcasts, that it's like kind of thinking out of the box when it comes to that world. And I fucking love it. I like I said, I could see why you'd want to be involved with a company like Mountain Primal.
Yeah, it's cool. Like it is definitely different. We try to take a different approach, and we find ourselves in the outdoor industry. We partner, and we're honestly not trying to be something to everybody. We know kind of who we want to market to, like-minded people to us. And I think we've kind of found that niche, and I think our brand clicks with a lot of people. And it's just turned into something kind of cool. And John and I had these long conversations about where it's going and what we're doing and how happy we are with things. And it's kind of, and it's also, a lot of it is kind of an organic kind of thing with the people that we've been able to work with, and then grow the business and make some hard decisions. And but yeah, it's very cool, and there's a lot of cool stuff coming.
Yeah. That's one of those things where some people get lost maybe in their lives, or in their jobs. Like, you want to be in a place where you're not selling your soul or your body. I mean, that can be fun, I guess. Get a little naked, make some money off of that, but you don't want to sell your soul or your body to be happy. It should be it should be something that's like healing. You're busting your ass and it's healing. It makes you better. You're not selling yourself short. You're not losing your soul to do it. And you're seeing that struggle along with that job as an opportunity.
Yep. Like we talked about it. Well, with me, I'm super busy and we have a lot going on, but I don't really feel, I don't feel like I'm working a lot of times. Like I'm doing what I love. I love the marketing geeky analytic stuff, but at the same time, I love it's a very true product, what we're selling. It's very cool. And so it, yeah, definitely. I've worked those jobs and that's kind of why I got out of a long time ago, is like, I just couldn't sell my soul anymore. Just selling things that I don't believe in, or not even so much that I don't believe in it, but just stuff that, it's not that important to me. But yeah, that definitely, I don't feel what we do and how we do it. It just doesn't feel like work a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's exciting. We're moving really fast, and we're always doing cool stuff. So I'm excited to be there.
Yeah. And another thing, what I kind of admired about you guys is after we had John on, I mean, I found out you had told Austin with the Vanguard project about us. And I'm like, how fucking awesome is that? I mean, this guy doesn't know us. He just listened to one of the people he works with on our podcast, and he's already telling people like to check us out. And that's one of the big reasons I wanted to reach out to you, because I'm like, okay, I fucking like this guy. And then now that we've talked, I'm like, yeah, we could be friends. I could see that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's cool. And we've, over this last couple of years, like we've just made some really close friends, like the Everly Stock guys, and all the Black Rifle Coffee guys, and all these guys that we work with. And it really is, and a lot of these guys we met through Baker, which you guys know Baker.
Mm-hmm.
And they really are more like friends and partners, and no one's trying to step on each other's toes. We're just trying to lift each other up and help each other. So yeah, it's a cool little community that we've built over the last 2-3 years, that's really kind of come together, and it's continuing to grow. So it's very fun.
Yeah.
And that's like it. And John has that he says all the time, I think it's rising tides raise all ships, or and that's kind of what we've stick to, and what we believe is just helping each other. And so it's been, we've had a lot of guys get help. We get help too, so it's been cool.
Yeah, that's one I agree with wholeheartedly, is you don't have to look at everybody as competition, even if they're in the same kind of industry as you are, or in the same niche as you are. Because I mean, there's been a few other like podcasts that have popped up since we started that are very similar to ours. And I don't look at those guys as competition. I look at that, like you said, let's all fucking raise each other up. Just like Austin, who I was talking about, the Vanguard project, we went on his, and I'll share his shit on our Instagram page for our podcast, because I want people, he seems like a good dude, so why not fucking help each other out? And he, like I said, he had us come on his listeners are going to hear us. And I think the world would just be a better place if everybody worked that way, if you could all work together and just help each other, because there's enough business for everybody.
Right.
There's enough people that are going to buy meat, that are going to buy coffee, that are going to buy a backpack from Everly Stock. And it's the same thing in podcasting. There's enough people out there that will listen to all of our podcasts. You don't just have to listen to one, I think that's the way it should be, is just help each other. And the same thing, like, we're not in the same industry as you guys, but we're kind of in the same circles, and I'll share the shit out of Mountain Primal stuff. There's no competition there. It's like, and it's not even like I'm not getting paid to do so, but I like what you guys are doing. Why not share it with people?
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. And I think that's the funnest way to do business, honestly, for us. That's where it kind of comes. So we have so many people we can lean on, and that that can lean right back on us. And there's no reason. And we're also a meat company, kind of in this little niche, outdoor world, kind of. I don't even know what you would really call our audience, but we found ourselves in there, and we don't have a ton of competition, so we're not really stepping on anybody's toes. We're doing something completely different, and I think, yeah, it's just it's a great place to be, I think. And we're able to help people whenever we can. And that comes from John. John is a very generous, and it trickles down. He wants to help lift everybody up. He wants everybody to be happy and everybody to have a good time doing what you're doing, and you can tell when he, on all his podcasts and what he talks about is like, that's the way he likes to live and to work is, just help everybody out. And it does trickle down from John for sure.
No, totally. Yeah, and I think it's cool. It's just like a lot, like you mentioned, like Black Rifle and a lot of these guys like this, or like you guys they're branding the lifestyle, and that's what makes it that much more interesting. If you brand a lifestyle, it's not false. It's not, anything. You can tell it's not false. It's not fake, but it's just another way to market too. It's like, this is who we are. This is what we're doing. It's actually really badass, and we look cool doing it. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a whole avenue and a revenue stream possibility that you're not using. Why not utilize it? It's a really cool idea. It's amazing.
Yeah. And I think like I said, organic earlier too, it is like this, we found ourselves kind of where we are and working with a bunch of these guys because that's who we are. It's just, if you come hang out with us, or you guys have hung out with John and Darren, we're outside kind of guys. We're it just melds really well with who we are, and we're not trying to be something we're not. And it's worked out for us, and it's continuing to work. So, and I don't think we'll ever try to change that. If I have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I think disingenuous people and brands and companies can fuck themselves anyway.
Yeah.
It just doesn't align with who I am. So I'm just going to take that egotistical approach to it. Like, no, fuck you. I don't really like you. You're disingenuous. Like, you got to be not afraid to show your butthole to some people. You know what I mean? You got to just let it all out there. Like, show me your soul.
Yeah. We'll do, what's kind of funny is we'll slip like a few curse words like in our blog post.
Yeah.
Just to kind of towards the end to see who's actually reading and stuff. And it's just funny to us. Like there's, all kinds of funny stuff that we've done. Like we'll, very tiny in our emails, we'll put bacon, like across just to see who notices. But it's just another thing. I don't know if you guys, I listened to the podcast, but John's really freaking funny. So I don't know. He comes off as a little, is maybe not, but behind closed doors, man, he is hilarious. And so we put our personality in that, and we like to have fun with it, and but we wouldn't have any other way. We can't do it any other way. That's just not us. So yeah, it's that disingenuous shit, it wouldn't fly with us anyways.
Yeah, and why would you want to do it any other way? I think that's why a company like Mountain Primal is having the success you guys are having, because you guys are genuine. It's hard work. It's fun. Our CEO and founder is gonna go on a podcast nobody's ever fucking heard of, which he's gone on a few, and he's not too good to do something like that. That shows, that means a lot to people, and I know that's why I fuck with Mountain Primal. I like what you guys are about, and I like what you guys are doing. And I think a lot of people do. I've told everybody I know about you guys, like, go, if you want some meat, go check them out. Cause it's not even like, I haven't even had the meat yet. I'm going to, but it's
coming.
Hey, I love it. But no, I haven't even had it, but I'm still telling people, because just what you guys are about, the way you guys do business and deal with people. It's like, why wouldn't I tell everybody? I go order the meat from them, because I really like what you guys are all about. And your shirt's coming too, by the way.
We appreciate that. Oh, awesome.
Yes,
I'll support it.
I think
Darren. Yeah, Darren, and he's out in the field every single day with the guys, and that's what you see on Instagram, and what you see is that's what's happening. Mm-hmm. So, and I think that's super important to us to kind of show that process, and I think that's why people dig it too, because we always joke, because you see the ranch every day on the on social media, and you can literally see. We joke, but like if you want to come meet your steak, come meet him. He probably has a name, or she probably has a name. So we're but we're able, and that's super important to us to show that process and let people in, kind of behind closed gates, and get to see that. And Darren's out there every day with the guys, getting in the muck of it to show that. And I just think people dig it.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Balls. I like that cup, dude.
Yeah, what cup is that? I keep seeing you drink out of your cup. Which one is that you got?
Oh, it's
Hey,
Black Rifle Coffee.
I have the same one at home.
You have the same one?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I love this thing, and it's giant too. It's a big, huge cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got?
He's got the Tacta
yeah.
Squatch one.
Got the, you can't. The camera's way up there.
Yeah, our camera's
Fuck
not
me.
right in front of
I got the Tactus Squatch. I like their artists are good because I like the whole tone of black they use on like that yellowish gold color.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but
Oh yeah.
my eyes like it, dude, and it makes me all turned on and shit. So
Well, it's another thing too. Like we were just talking about, we don't get paid by Black Rifle Coffee, but we like what they stand for. We actually were just having that conversation before we started this podcast because Kevin was bringing the cups over. I'm like, oh shit, this is like an unpaid sponsorship, but we like what we like them. We know some of them personally now, and they're good dudes. Their coffee's fucking delicious, and why wouldn't you? Like, why not? I'm wearing a Black Rifle hat right now. So
and plus my other coffee cups are like those, like, part of my nouns, but there's those gay ass Starbucks gray ones, like I'm not gonna put Starbucks cups on my fucking table with a camera on. Like, I'm like admitting I have them. What are you, queer? Like,
well, no, I mean, why not show off Black Rifle along with our logo and sport everybody?
Right.
If people that aren't watching video don't know what the fuck we're talking about right now, but maybe you should go check out the video, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's a few companies. I think we might have said this too, John, but there's a few companies out there right now doing things kind of a different way, and you guys are one of them. You got Eberly Stock, who's kind of doing the same style. Black Rifle, who they're obviously kind of leading the path for a lot of people, the way that they market and the way that they do their social media and all that. But it's fucking awesome to see these companies. They're more accessible to people, and people want to be involved. It's like the whole lifestyle brand thing. People want to be involved with that, and I think that's a cool way you guys are doing shit.
Right.
And they're cool because, like, when Evan and all the guys went out and did a fucking speedboat race competition, and I'm like, who else just goes and does that and makes it look that fucking cool?
Mm-hmm.
The other guys that do that are like the other like sponsored teams or whatever, or if it's like someone who owns a company, it's behind, it's very like, white collar. There's just a bunch of bros like, hey, we own a company, but we want to go fuck around with speedboats.
We
Like,
want to have fun.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong that as long as you get the work done at your job, why the fuck can't you have some fun too?
Yeah.
I think a fun workplace makes people work harder anyways. And it makes
it does.
And when people see that you have that fun workplace, they want to be involved.
Yeah.
1,000% agree. So, I mean, that we were down at the TAC event in San Antonio, and the first thing Evan kind of kicked the thing off is just do epic shit. He's like, that's what we do. And it is a whole lifestyle brand, or a whole lifestyle kind of marketing. It said aspirational marketing, but I mean, if we can do it, we work our asses off, and we do what we do, but we also we agree with that. Do epic shit and enjoy yourself, but at the same time, it's genuine. It's who we want to be. And so, yeah, like, totally agree.
Yeah. And it's not obviously,
I like this.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I love I'm a big fan of their BRCC outdoor
Me too.
logo. I was going to point that out. If you have that, I love that.
Yeah, that's why I picked out that
Indian
cup.
Arrow.
That's why I picked out that cup, was because I like their arrowhead look that they have going on.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But no, like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I was just gonna say,
no, fuck me, right?
Yeah, fuck you, Kevin. I was gonna say, like, it does look like all fun and games with like Mountain Primal or any of these companies, and there is a lot of hard work behind the scenes people probably don't see, and they think everybody's just fucking around. And how are they so successful when they're just fucking around? And I think one thing people maybe fail to realize is there is hard work behind the scenes of all of these companies, including this little podcast. Like, we try to have a good time, and nobody sees when we're sitting there editing the shit afterwards and trying to book people. You know, there is the shitty part too, but I think that's why you got to make as much of it fun as you can, so the shitty parts don't seem so shitty. And why not show your viewers or listeners or customer base the fun side of shit? And you can show them a little bit of the shitty side too. I think they respect that too. But
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. We deal with a lot of shit too, so
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's the fun part. It's like I said from the very when we did that was the first thing I did with Mountain Primal was video work, and we did a couple of serious videos where, you know, one of our main videos that we still use every once in a while is but we also did some really stupid fun videos, like, and I was like, man, this is fun. Like, then it's cool. I was, you know, it was my first time out to the ranch. I was just blown away, and I was like, and you know, John was game to kind of do, you know, some fun stuff but also keep it serious. But we did one where the very second video we did with him is I guess John was cutting meat on an Instagram video, and he didn't have someone bitched about how he was cutting meat. So we made a video of different ways to cut meat. And we were basically just putting meat on pitchforks and shooting them with shotguns. And we had a guy in the shop. Yeah. So it was kind of a big fuck you, man. We can cut. And then the end of it, we were like, well, it's America, Jack. We can cut our meat any way you want to. Just eat it.
Seriously.
So
yeah. Don't try to tell me how to cut my meat and how to fucking pepper it. If I like it, I like it. Fuck yourself.
Right.
Right. In your
Exactly. So it was kind of after I left there, I was like, I gotta figure out how to work with these guys more, and then it just kind of evolved from there. And it's I see where we're going, and it's cool.
Yeah. So you guys, I noticed, like, you guys also have those fuel sticks, the like jerky sticks. Those are pretty badass. I've been just seeing those online and shit. When did those start? Has that always been a thing?
So we launched those about a year and a half ago. So roughly, not quite a year and a half, about between February and March of 2019. So would that be 2020, sorry. And we launched those fuel sticks, and they just kind of took off. I mean, they're doing really well. We only have the 3 flavors, and we have more flavors coming out probably later this year. We'll get you guys some. I think I just sent you meat, but we'll get you some fuel sticks to have in your studio. They're really good. But we also, I think the reason they've kind of done well is that we also focus on the health side of it. I mean, there's no antibiotics, it's gluten-free, it's 100% American Highland beef, so it's just protein, straight protein, or 7 grams, 6 to 7 grams. And then we're working on a jerky line, which hopefully will be out towards the end of this year. And it's super easy. And again, it kind of feeds into the world that we live in, this outdoor world. Like, they're easy to take with you to the gym. They're easy to take with you, just if you're working in your office, or if you're just out in the field, so I think it's just really taken off. So those are super. We'll get you guys some for sure. You guys have to try them.
I was actually yesterday when I went on the hike with my kids, I was thinking about, I'm like, fuck, it would have been nice to have some of those today, because they're things like that are convenient for, like you said, going to the gym or going on a trail or going wherever you're going. It's nice to have something. And also the healthy part's a good side too, just something healthy and fuel you up real quick. But
yeah, you'll get a chance to try them. They're just a higher end. They're not greasy. You could probably eat 2 or 3 of them, and they're not going to mess up your stomach. So it's and it's just perfect for like just on the go. But yeah, so we've had those out for about a year, close to a year and a half, and they've really kind of taken off. And then but we'll continue to build on that. And it's just a cool different offering. And now we're offering elk and bison as well. Offered that for about a year or two. Like this is right about I guess May of last year is when we opened up elk and bison, working with Bert and Bison Union, and that's really taken off too as well. So I think it's just cool to have a lot of different offerings. Of course, we're a cattle ranch, so the American Highland is those are our babies. So, but yeah, cool stuff.
I think it'd be a really cool idea. This isn't like I'm not pitching anything at you. I just mean like a general idea. Like
bring it.
Like, because you know how they've over the last like I don't know, like 6 years, you've seen more of those like beef proteins. I was like, what a cool fucking idea. Just have like a Mountain Primal or like someone that's cool, right? Do like the beef protein just for like hunting or
like the protein powder.
Yeah, like the beef protein powders. Sorry, beef protein, of course. That's what
I was like,
do.
that's
we're not dairy cows, motherfucker.
What beef is.
Yeah, so, yeah. So like the beef protein powder. So because it's easily
digestible,
water soluble, and everything. So it's like it'd be cool to have that when you're hunting or packing out or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like dumping water real quick. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's those ones that come out that are beef based, so they're not. I guess they're not based off whey or anything like that. Like that'd be a sick ass thing to have because you already got the beef packs and other stuff. I don't know.
Well, that type of stuff would sell to the people in the like fitness world.
Well, or in the hunting world because you take it with you really quick. You know what I mean? I don't know how easy it is getting that market because I don't know shit about shit. So
yeah, we don't know anything about marketing.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah, we don't know anything about marketing or the beef industry, but that's Kevin's 2 cents. Beef protein powder.
Yeah.
Beef protein powder. I'm writing it down. I'll give you credit.
Oh
shit.
Yeah.
If I'd put it in my butt, it's a good idea. So.
Yeah, we have a couple of, we're working on some spice lines, and so we have a lot of our provisions do really well. We're going to continue to push those out, and we actually do listen to ideas. So I'll talk to John. I'll call him after.
Yeah, he said he was like they would just put this in his butt, mix it in some water and put it up his butt.
Are you down for this, John? John, I know John's sense of humor.
I mean, me and John could do like a butt chugging contest, like beef protein powder. Like, I'm always down for competition.
Not that.
No, I learned John's sense of humor when we went to Salt Lake. Kevin and I, we went down there to do some podcasts, and he sent me a text that said, "Hey, I see what you guys are doing. You're walking the walk or whatever." And I said, "Well, no, we were talking on Instagram on the Mountain Primal page." And it's funny because on there, I don't know who I'm talking to whenever I'm talking to somebody through the Mountain Primal because it could be more than one person. And he says, "I like what you guys are doing." And I said, "Yeah, we're just trying to take after you being, road warriors." And I'm like, "If this is John," and he writes back something like, "This is he, I is him. This is John." And I said, "By the way, Kevin still wants your meat in his mouth." And he wrote right back and he's like, "Oh, he's going to get some of my meat in his mouth." And I'm like, "All right. Yep. He's got the good sense of humor."
Oh man. He's really freaking funny. He's a funny guy. And, you get him rolling. We laugh quite a bit at the ranch. Like, so
yeah,
we work really hard, man. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, he seems like just a genuine good dude. And actually, I think it was like a week or two after he was on, I gave him a phone call just to fucking thank him for coming on, because I hate text messaging. There's so much lost in a text. I'd rather hear someone's voice. I'm kind of old school that way, but I called him up just to say, like, "Dude, thanks for coming on," because you guys have a way bigger following than we do, and him coming on helped us out. It helped us out a lot. So he's just a genuine good dude. I can tell.
Yep. That's a John thing too. He's like always like, he wants to jump on a call. He'll text, but at the same time, and I picked that up. It used to be just straight emails and text, but now I'm super quick to jump on a call now. But it's just, I agree with you. I think it's like way easier. You get so much more done. You're not questioning any kind of tone, and you get what you need to say out, and then boom, skaboosh.
Yeah, that's another
So-
reason. That's another reason I asked you for your phone number, because I'd rather just fucking talk on the phone than either text or sending messages on Instagram. We talked about that a little bit on the phone because it's just more personal.
Yeah. Like, hey man, what's your Snapchat?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I appreciate that a lot more than I used to. It used to be, before, but I think it just kind of stems from, I don't know. I think the people that we deal with on a daily basis, everybody, it is so much faster to jump on a call than it used to be. But I've worked, back in the day, or back before Mountain Primal, like I was more email, text, just straight. But yeah, I'm a big fan of jumping on the phone. I think a lot of that does, again, kind of comes from the culture at Mountain Primal. We all do that.
Yeah.
So you'll get one text like, "Hey, you around?" and you get a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's the way it should be. And I mean, there's some people I'd rather not talk to on the phone, but if it's somebody I like, I'd rather actually hear their voice and let them hear mine, so you can kind of tell. Because also, like, sarcasm can be hard to pick up through text too, and I'm a sarcastic motherfucker. So
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
text somebody and I think it comes off the wrong way. It's
Oh,
like, if
man.
you heard my voice, it wouldn't come off that way. But
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I've been trying to get
You're
back
sitting-
out. Yeah, I've been trying to get it back out there and like date people, but it doesn't work because they'll like text me and I'll say something back like, "Oh my god, it's hilarious," and I don't realize they don't get it, and they're like, "Oh fuck this guy," and they ghost me. Like, you don't get it. In my mind, it was hilarious. It's not working out really well.
if you have to go back and keep texting to explain yourself, it just makes it that much worse.
Yep. Oh, it does. You can't. It's over at that point.
yeah, shit.
And
Well,
then you're in your head. Did I say it wrong? Did I say it?
yeah. Well, and that's the same with like the podcasting with Zoom. When there is a little bit of a delay, sometimes you'll say a joke or we'll say a joke, and then the laugh doesn't hit for a couple seconds. Like, oh, what? They didn't think it was funny. God damn it! And then as you're starting to talk again, you hear them laughing. Like, people listening to this will hear that a couple times. But it's better
Yeah.
in person when you can do it in person, but it's not always available, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, we could just be road warriors and really just go for it.
Well, that's actually, like, we've talked about this on here before, but that's kind of our long-term goal with this, is we would like to fucking travel over to Colorado and sit down with you in
Dude,
person.
I have a 23-0 fucking rooftop camper on my Tacoma. We can camp anywhere, Jake. We can go do podcasts with people.
Cuddle up in the tent.
We can just cuddle up, get a little weird. We don't have to rent a hotel room, dude. We just get weird.
I'm down for that. It's just the fact of that costs money to travel.
Just snuck.
Yeah, little snuggles, but no, like, if we could get to a point with this podcast where
Couple times.
Yeah,
yeah,
some aggressive slapping, you know.
Yeah.
but no, like, if we
Didn't you guys went to
go ahead.
yeah, you went to Cryptech, right? Didn't you actually went over to the Cryptech headquarters?
Yeah, we did there.
So
but
you guys have done some of the
well, Cryptech's local. They're local here where we're at.
Yeah, they're like 6 miles from here.
okay.
Yeah, but we drove over
Oh,
to
nice.
we drove to Salt Lake and went to Ready Gunner, talked to Neil over there, and then on the way back stopped over at Black Rifle, talked to Lucas there at Black Rifle, and we've done a few around town where there's local people we've gone to. We're supposed to talk to Glenn from Everly Stock. That hasn't happened yet. That's been a scheduling thing, but yeah, if we could, man, if we were making money on this thing, we'd use that money and travel. That's kind of the plan. That'd be kind of awesome to do. And we'd come over to Colorado and sleep in the barn or whatever we got to sleep, but pitch Kevin's tent out there in the pasture.
Oh, we'll be pitching some tents, dude.
Aggressive slapping, snuggle time. You got to we'll find some spots on the ranch for you just to enjoy.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Oh man. Well, shit. I guess we can go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay.
So I guess everybody already knows because they've listened to John, but you go ahead and shout it all out. What's all the Instagrams and the websites and all that for Mountain Primal?
mountainprimal.com, at Mountain Primal on Facebook and Instagram. You can text MP Nation to 81493 and you'll get 10% off. We're on all the platforms pretty much, LinkedIn, YouTube. Come follow us and check us out.
Hell yeah. And then type in mission prep at oh wait, no, never mind. That's not a thing yet for discounts. No,
We'll
but
get
yeah,
We'll get you.
check out Mountain Primal, good people, and we'll do a whole intro and everything for you. We'll record that after the fact, but I'm going to keep you on here in a second after we stop recording, but we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This is fun.